Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a topic that is on everyone's mind. As we approach the new year, how to make your greatest comeback in 2025. In this video, I'm going to share a detailed blueprint for making the most of the coming year. Whether you're looking to overcome setbacks, achieve new goals, or simply elevate your life, this guide will give you the tools and inspiration you need. We'll cover actionable steps, practical tips, and mindset shifts that will help you transform challenges into opportunities. So, whether you're looking for personal growth, career success, or improved relationships, this video is for you. Grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's embark on this journey together because 2025 is your year to shine. Taking responsibility does not mean assuming responsibility for work, parents, children, partner, siblings, etc. Those are just roles to play, and how well you play them depends on how responsible you are with yourself. By taking responsibility, I mean taking charge of your mental health, emotional health, physical health, your energy, and your choices. When you take responsibility of yourself, you can handle the roles you play much better. Another way to take responsibility is to reflect on the past year. Consider what happened, what were your experiences, and what you learned. Think about which habits you want to carry into the next year and which habits you want to leave behind. To make your greatest comeback this year, you will have to let go things that have not served you for many years, whether it is your habits, the way of thinking, people, or circumstances. Letting go of things is very important because it allows you to conserve your energy and to invest it into things that bring appreciation and value into your life. I have always found that more than meeting new people or incorporating new habits, letting go of people that does not serve you or habits that are detrimental to your health is more effective. Letting go of things what does not serve you clarifies your energy. So evaluate everything that does not serve you. It could be as simple as your shopping habits. To do this, check your wardrobe. If most of the clothes in your wardrobe are unused and simply creating clutter, then consider donating them to the ones who are in need. Uninstall shopping apps for a certain period of time, maybe a month. This way, you'll break the habit of impulsive shopping and create a more intentional wardrobe for yourself. Whether you believe it or not, we all have creative potential within us. However, due to school, college, or work, we don't give enough energy to nurture it. Your creative potential can be anything: cooking, teaching, writing, painting, or any other interest. The fact that you have not given enough time for your own interest means others also don't recognize your creativity. But forget about others, explore your creativity for your own satisfaction. For example, I love to make masala tea and I put lot of interest and attention into making it. As a result, everyone in my family and also my relatives enjoy the tea I make. This small act of creativity brings a lot of satisfaction to me. What I want to say is start somewhere and don't take your creative potential for granted. Nurturing your creativity can bring you immense joy because you don't know where your creativity is going to take you until you explore it. While you are on this journey to make positive changes in your life, others around you might remind you of the things that are no longer relevant to you now. Instead of being offended, stay present and know that the past version of you no longer exists. For example, one of my relatives used to tell me that I was a naughty kid, but then that's just her perception of me as a child. I don't even remember anything of that sort. And how is this identity that she has assigned to me going to serve me now? Similarly, people might remind you of the things that you don't even remember or they might have misunderstood. Don't get offended as it will only further fuel misinterpretations. I prefer to stay silent in such situations because it allows others to hear the echo of their own words. This often leads them to reevaluate their statements and hopefully reach better understanding. Remember, the past does not exist, and staying focused on your present journey is what truly matters. Do not let another year get wasted by spending too much time on social media or other distractions. While you might be making tangible progress in your life, none of it requires people's attention or validation. Take digital detoxes often or at least use social media minimally. Social media creates a facade by highlighting the best moments of people's lives, and this can lead you into the trap of upward comparison. I'm not suggesting you to quit it altogether, but until you learn to use it intentionally, it is best to stay away from it. As the new year approaches, take time to plan how you want your year to be. This includes planning your travel, leaves, evaluating friendships, relationships, and other aspects of your life. There are many tools to help you do this, such as vision board or wheel of life, which are very effective. Having a vision of how you want your year to look like gives you a roadmap for the experiences that you would want to have in the upcoming year. I like to use the tool Wheel of Life because it covers all the areas of my life and helps me to envision where I want to see myself in each area. This approach ensures that no aspect of my life is neglected and helps me to maintain a balanced life. No matter how perfectly you have planned or envisioned your year ahead, believing in your journey is important. Progress often comes in stages and may not be visible to you immediately. Stay patient and embrace your challenges as they are part of the path to your progress. Learn from your experiences as they equally contribute to your growth. Thanks for watching.